So I pay you, you find my sister.
You pay, we play.
They found their suspect, and I know who it is.
Who is it?
Can you teach me how? Your mom got you on lock.
She's been thinking she's been running things for too long. I make it on my own.
Don't you ever forget who your family is.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now tonight we're going to be talking about Power Book 2 Ghost, Season 2, Episode 2. This is my quick thoughts, early impressions of the latest episode of Power Book 2 Ghost. You guys let me know down below exactly what you thought about this episode. What were your quick thoughts and early impressions? And man, this was a very good episode, man. A very good episode. And, you know, one of the things that I did notice in this episode is the prediction that I made earlier on in my final predictions video. I told you guys that episode 2 trailer that Starz put out on YouTube, that was the episode 3 trailer. They slipped up, y'all. They have slipped up once again. They put out the episode 3 trailer a whole week before episode 3 has even aired. Now, the reason why I knew this is because of the episode 3 description. You know, I saw the description of episode 3 probably about a week and a half ago. So when I saw that trailer, I'm like, man, first off, this is different from the trailer that we saw last Sunday. And, you know, this is different from the trailer that they put out on Instagram as well. They usually upload their trailer, I believe, like on Thursdays or Fridays. But you already know, you know, they have unofficial trailers get put out on YouTube on that Sunday. But from Starz themselves, they usually wait till about Thursday or Friday to put out the trailer. And they put it up on Instagram and they put it up on the YouTube page. But they put the wrong trailer on YouTube. So I don't know what they doing. 50, he gonna have to make some calls because, man, they is out here leaking stuff, y'all. Hell, I wonder if they're gonna leak episode 3 or, you know, what else gonna get leaked out there. But yes, they put out episode 3 trailer early. So we're definitely gonna talk about that later on or whatever in another video. But I just wanted to make that point because a lot of people, you know, they was thinking that was, you know, episode 3 trailer and not episode 2. My boy Cash Money, I know he in the comment section. I already know because he was already saying that, look, this is the episode 3 trailer. A lot of people did not want to believe him, right? And I'm looking like he's right. If he's not lying, like if you've been paying attention, it's quite obvious that this is not the same content. But it is what it is, man. Let's talk about episode 2, man. My quick thoughts, early impressions. Your boy Kanan, you know what I'm saying, the ghost of Kanan is in Tariq's head. He is having these dreams once again. And you already know Kanan is just telling Tariq, look, man, you got to do what you got to do. Stop playing around. Get rid of this phone. Plain and simple, right? Now, as I'm watching the episode, I'm looking like, man, and I understand the reason why Tariq kept the phone, because the connection to his mother, Tasha. Courtney Kemp even explained that. Now, she didn't even have to explain it. It's quite obvious why he was keeping it, but still, for him to have the dream that he had with Kanan telling him to get rid of it, with him going through what he went through in the last episode with Detective Kevin Whitman calling that phone and Tariq picking up, for him to keep that phone as long as he did, that's entirely too long, in my opinion. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Tariq, he was asked to come to the police station earlier on in the day. He did not decide to get rid of the phone until earlier on in the night at Brayden's little Kappa induction or whatever. He had, you know, they was giving him a hell night or whatever. But this dude should have already got rid of that phone a long time ago. But besides that, man, my quick thoughts, early impressions on your girl, Monet. And if you guys been paying close attention, we've been talking about Mecca's character for over almost a year. or I would say half of a year. We knew about Mecca's character already. We already knew that Mecca and Monet was going to have a history with each other. So that was no big surprise. I like how they put it all together in this episode to show us the connection. We heard Can You Stand the Rain by New Edition, and then all of a sudden later on in the episode we seen that connection on the things that Mecca was doing to catch Monet's attention. And as you can see in the episode, she was shook. She was shook, and she was trying to act like she didn't like it at the end of the episode, like she wasn't really trying to give Mecca another chance. But y'all saw her facial expressions. Y'all saw that, right? And they was standing outside of Junior's. And every time I see Junior's, y'all, I automatically think of Making the Band 2. I don't know if y'all watched that back in the early 2000s. That was one of my favorite shows. Your boy P. Diddy, he made all of them go to Junior's and get him some cheesecake. So every time I see that, man, I automatically think of that. But I'm glad. I actually like how they put that all together, how they had him standing out there in front of Junior's. That was crazy. But the episode to me was very good. Some other things that I do want to talk about is your boy Lil Guap. I thought this dude learned his lesson from last season. Now, I don't know how they want to write out Lil Guap's character, but this dude has to be very stupid. He has to be, right? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't last season Kane and Monet and Drew, didn't they tell Lil Guap stop posting all this stuff on social media and stop being too loud and open like this? You would think that he would have learned his lesson, right? But no. Lil Guap, I guess, did not learn his lesson from last season, y'all. He did not learn it. So in this episode, he decides to follow Kane after Kane told him, look, I gotta go handle some business. He decides to pop up at Mecca's spot. Now, what sane person would do this? Why would you even do that after seeing what Mecca has done to your old homeboys, right? You seen what he's done to them, and you want to pop up at his spot. Not only pop up at his spot, but you want to be all on social media, showing everybody your location. So if something go down, they know where to look because you stupid enough to be showing them. I don't understand how they are writing Lil Guap's character, but this dude is retarded. Something is wrong with the dude. I don't get it at all. His days are numbered acting the way that he is acting. As I told you, Kane keeping this dude around is a liability. Lil Guap cannot be trusted. I'm telling you, he's going to look for an opportunity. I don't know when that's going to be, but keeping him around is going to be a very high risk for Kane and Monet, because y'all know Lil Guap is going to try to get his get back sometime. I don't know when, but dude needs to definitely go. In this episode, my quick thoughts, early impressions on your boy Zeke. Of course, he had to end things with Professor Milgram, and you know he didn't really want to. But Monet is putting that pressure on him. He has told everybody that he's going to enter the NBA draft. So now we know, everybody's going to know that this dude is a target. And y'all saw he had him a little snow bunny at the end of the episode. And he was getting his freaky Zeke on, right? And then your boy, Detective Whitman, he popped up at the party. He said, look, we got to go. We got to go. So as I told you, my final predictions, I thought what Tariq was telling Kane about who he knew was, you know, the suspect. I thought it was going to be Zeke. It was Professor Milgram instead, but Zeke is a person of interest. So this whole Zeke thing, you're going to see more of it in episode 3. But man, crazy episode. Your boy Kane is on one. We know Kane has his own agenda. We've been talking about this, y'all. We already knew what Kane is going to be on. And for him to steal from his family is really no surprise, but the way that the episode was going and based off the history of this show, I'm not going to lie to you guys. At the very beginning of the episode, when we found out about the product being stepped on, that something was wrong with it, I automatically thought, since your boy Brayden had it stored in his family's garage, I was thinking that Trace had something to do with this. I really was. I'm like, man, this dude that went back and did something else dirty. This dude is stupid. He did not learn his lesson. So that's what I was thinking at first. But apparently, Trace has learned his lesson. He ain't stupid enough to mess around with any type of product that's in his brother's possession. So he learned his lesson from last season. But apparently, we know your boy Kane, he's been following Tariq and Brayden, watching their every moves. And this is a huge mistake on Tariq's part. he has to always know what this dude Cane is doing. But I do understand Tariq is very busy trying to manage everything. So for him to be making sure he has tabs on Cane will be very, very difficult. And he probably doesn't have the resources to do that as of right now. But man, your boy Cane is making sure he is doing what he has to do to get back good with the family. And I guess from his perspective, it does make sense because we know his plan is going to work. Monet, you know, she has agreed to bring him back in. They have a new plug with the help of Drew, of course. And your girl Diana, that girl right there, I'm telling you, she is smart. She's putting things together. She had some help with Effie, but Diana, she is, I would say, underestimated by Monet time and time again. She is continuing to underestimate her daughter, but eventually she gonna learn. Sad part is she's probably gonna learn the hard way, but Diana, she be on her stuff. She's been telling Monet how to do certain things and it's been working, but Monet wants to control everything that Diana does. So as long as she feels like she has that control over her daughter, it's gonna be a problem down the line. It's going to blow up in her face. We know this. They're building it up. I can't wait to see how it's all going to play out. But overall, man, this was a fire episode, man. Your boy Lorenzo popped up and he's telling Monet, you better make that move with Cane because it ain't looking too good for us. So you need to make that move. The sad part is Lorenzo doesn't know it's with Mecca. And when he finds out about all this, he will be very, very pissed off. But you guys let me know, man, what do you think of this episode? I will be dropping the full recap for you guys later on in the day, so be ready and stay tuned for that. But leave your quick thoughts, early impressions on episode 2. And like I told y'all, man, that episode 2 trailer that Starz put out on YouTube that's up right now, that's the episode 3 trailer. I don't know what's going on. 50 gonna have to cut somebody's water off. Somebody's water gonna have to get cut off. I mean, if y'all gonna put that out, you might as well put episode 3 out tonight. We need to go ahead and see episode 3. I don't know about y'all, but I swear this episode, it was flying by. I mean, it went by so quick. That's how you know the episode was good. When episodes fly by, you know that the episode is very, very good. Man, guess I can't wait till next week, man. But we're going to discuss the full recap later on in the day. Thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch you on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.